Greetings and welcome, true believers, and welcome back to the Gamers Den. Today, it's Monday, so you know what that means, history of the underappreciated. However, for the next 5 segments, it'll be Marvel related. So, today, if you can tell from the thumbnail, we are looking back on the villainous leader. Now, I do have some information here, so I'm going to read off a little bit here. So, his first appearance was in Tales of Astonish, number 62, in December of 1964. Pretty cool. Um, it was created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. A lot of them were. And his true name is Samuel Stearns. Now, I just need that basic information. But basically, this character is a villain. Um, and a lot of people may not know him as good outside of his MCU appearance. And even then, they didn't even call him the leader. They called him Samuel Stearns, in the Incredible Hulk. But it teased him. And we did see the character in the comics, the tie-in comic, Nick Fury's Big Week. However, this character, as you may surmise, goes back quite a bit. He's an older character, really old. But the reason why I think he's so underappreciated is because he's one of the Hulk's main antagonists. Now, why do I say that? You're probably scratching your head and wondering, Hulk's got main antagonists? Yes, he's actually got a few of villains that are connected straight to him, and that's why I'm doing this series for people out there who may not know these characters. And the Hulk actually has a couple of them. He's got his equal in Abomination, and the Absorbing Man definitely can give him a run for his money. However, it's the leader that is his main. Is basically the Green Goblin to Hulk's Spider-Man and everything. You know, that sort of thing. He's the main villain that pulls the strings. This is a character, while not physically strong, he's. See, let me back up a step. The gamma radiation that turned Bruce Banner into the Hulk gave him immense brute strength, gave the leader something else. Instead of giving him abnormal strength, it gave him enhanced intelligence. And the guy was already kind of smart anyway, being a scientist himself. However, he wanted the Hulk's strength. So he went on a campaign, even helping General Ross. Yeah, it went that far. To the point where he's captured the Hulk numerous times, tried to siphon off his powers to him, to the leader. However, this guy always gets foiled, in one way or another. If not by the Hulk, then by Dr. Banner. The guy is has been around for, like I said, a long time. And he's taken control of quite a few factions. And he's made numerous appearances from the Lego games, more specifically the first one where he actually is a mini boss, um, to basically anything Marvel related. If it's got Marvel somewhere, maybe you might see the leader. Maybe. He's one of the most intelligent, but he doesn't just have enhanced intelligence. He also has psychokinetic powers, which means he can move things within his mind. He can create psionic shields like Invisible Woman, and he can also fire projectile blasts from his mind. And again, while not physically strong, he can go toe to toe with the weaker minded Hulk because of that specific, you know, attribute. He can he's he's got a lot of will, but he's got a lot of anger in his own right. But unlike the Hulk, he can never turn it off. His basic appearance has him with green skin, like the Hulk. However, Hulk, who usually is seen with purple pants, the leader is usually seen wearing an orange jumpsuit. Um, Different than the Rikers Island prison uniforms, but still similar enough. As well as but his main draw is his massive head, his massive dome, um, which is why he's so smart. He's got a lot of brain up in there, and he's made a lot of different plots to get to the Hulk. A lot of plots. Now, I'm gonna go through some of his relationships. With the Hulk, they are brutal enemies. The leader wants the Hulk's strength added into him, to the leader's strength. He wants the Hulk's strength to be the leader's strength. He wants to be strong and smart. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. And Dr. Banner is noticeably leery of him, obviously. General Ross doesn't trust him. At the same time, he wants the Hulk dead, so or captured, one of the two. And as for the rest of the characters, I mean, they're perceived as, well, a threat or an ally. His most significant ones are General Ross and the Hulk. Although he does seem to have relationships with some of the other villains as well. Being being a big brain villain, he usually is associated with characters like Egghead and Doctor Doom. Very intelligent characters. And since he's a scientist, he also has a few doctorates. He's made numerous weapons, death traps. He's a character that is extremely smart. And true believers, if you want to take on this specific little villain, don't let this nerd fool you. Approach with extreme caution. But with that in mind, guys, with this series, I hope to educate each and every one of you on specific characters and some other major appearances. However, for characters like Marvel and DC, which are going to be for the next 10 segments, for these first 5, it will be focused entirely on Marvel, with DC coming later. But I hope to educate you on characters that kind of fly under the radar a bit. And definitely the Hulk's villains are definitely part of that. And more likely Abomination and Absorbing Man will be the number 7 and 8, respectively. I'm definitely thinking about doing that because these are characters that I think need some love. Because they are really cool characters, and the leader is too. He's definitely one of my favorite villains. And I hope he gets more representation, not only in the MCU, but Marvel as a whole. Because while he's big in the comics, outside that, he's only in minor roles. Very rarely does he take the helm, unless it's Hulk-centric storylines. Which is kind of sad because this is a character that has fought other heroes. I mean, he is a super villain in Marvel, so of course he has. He's teamed up with other villains. But you just don't see it as often, and I hate that. And that's what this series is. That's what this series of videos are. To bring appreciation to the underappreciated. But with that in mind, guys, I hope you loved this video. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe. Go down in the comments down below and tell me what you think of the leader. Do you think he's a cool villain, or are you interested in seeing more of him? Or if you don't, or if you do know about him, tell me if you don't like him. Like, don't like, don't matter to me. I just want to know what y'all think of probably one of the smartest villains to go up against a big brute. But with that in mind, guys, I hope to see y'all in the next video. This has been the Gamers Den, and hopefully you hit the bell for notifications. I'll see y'all in the next video. I love each and every one of you. Keep helping us grow this channel. We really do need help, you know? So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.